Savage Fendi, baller cash in your designer purse. Let's hit the mall, I put you on the Bath and Body Work. Barely button, titty pierce and pull you out that shirt. Niggas bricking in your DM cause it never worked. Savage Fendi, baller cash in your designer purse. Let's hit the mall, I put you on the Bath and Body Work. Barely button, titty pierce and pull you out that shirt. Niggas bricking in your DM cause it never worked. I'm like Chris with this ball, money rich like I'm Paul. I got chips in this wall, this a rich nigga law. Take your panties in your bra, doggy style when I hit. Baby tatted with them paws, and you fucking with the dog. I ain't tryna have no babies, but I wanna hit it raw. Sometime I'm lost up in the feeling when I'm sipping alcohol. Staring at you when you naked, I don't ever see your flaws. Baby only 5'3", but I can see she standing tall. Baby stepping like a trooper, and she really with it all. She wake up to natural beauty, always looking like a dog. Said her daddy named her Autumn, and she bout to make me fall. I just bought a Cuban bracelet, should've laced it diamonds pink. I just had to get you something, I done had no time to think. Cause every time I think about you, send that text, I wanna link. Drop a bag on the Bahamas, Cali got you acting stink. Parachuting over water, dinner service with a drink. Savage Fendi, baller cash in your designer purse. Let's hit the mall, I put you on the Bath and Body Work. Barely What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy, Young Ant Jefe. Don't care about number what the checks say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy, Young Ant Jefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, wack100 in this CS2 back situation. Now, I've covered this before. We're going to cover this for the last time and be done with it. Now, allow me to tell you guys this. So, I went on No Jumper the other day, and I asked wack100, for all you curious minds, for all you people that's street, that's gang, for you people that just acting like you're hopping out on that asphalt, handling business, for y'all that's acting like y'all spinning blocks, for y'all that's trolling, for the goofies, and for those that just hate altogether, you know what I'm saying? You need every type of person in this diverse world to make this universe and world what it is. So, for all you hungry minds, the question got asked live. wack100, what's up? These people keep hollering at me, getting at me about the CS2 back situation. So, Wack, basically, people are pointing out that he diverted the question and started talking about Freeway Rick Ross. Now, me and him, a day prior, was talking about Freeway Rick Ross because I called him out on the Freeway Ross situation. Like, man, we know Freeway Rick Ross supposedly got down on the police. We don't call that snitching. But you saying there's some other paperwork and you speaking on it and you don't got it. So wack100 hit me with the paperwork. Like, nah, this the paperwork right here, because I was saying he shouldn't have spoke on it if he didn't have the work. So, when I asked him about the CS2 back thing, he didn't answer the question. He went into the Rick Ross thing because we was talking about that. And my analogous, I wasn't thinking that he was diverting for the question. I thought that he was setting the Rick Ross situation up into answering the question that I asked him on the basis of, if I'm a snitch or a confidential informant, as everybody's saying, why would I put Freeway Rick Ross out there knowing people can go get some information about me? But being that we fell into the freeway Rick Ross situation, and I know at times the mind can get lost, and I know minds can too, because I'm under the heavy late smoke, induced smoke of cookie smoke. So being that we was talking along the lines of this Rick Ross thing for, a little time too long, I got back to the CS2 back situation. Wack100, like, man, look, CS2 back is a low-level drug dealer that was worried about being exposed and family being hurt by the main streets or something that got to do with the main streets. We gonna hear everything here. Long story short, he said he not that person. So the media outlet that spun this content, I'm speaking to them directly because I guess, they were speaking to me directly and saying that, yeah, now you see it, you saw this, so now you got it. Yeah, I just seen it right now for today. I didn't see it before then or however many days it's been out. He shouted me out for asking Wack the question, but in that same nuisance, in his message column, he was liking the questions as well that was aimed at me from people saying I'm compromised. Look, check this out. If you don't see my name on no paperwork, if you can't bring up no paperwork and prove that I'm a CS2 or a CSI, a CI, if you ain't seen me tell on nobody, all that is just talk y'all talking about. Words is win and fly with the wind and go one in and out the other, and the substance gets stuck here. You can't paint me out to be no type of rat, lover, associate, and or snitch, because I have never did it, sir. Now we about to get into this content, and you already know it's the hef way and the hef effect. We gonna commentate.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Finally, somebody put CS2 back on the spot, down at his place of employment over at No Jumper. The other day, he sat on the panel with Lush One and Aunt Jefe. Shout out to Aunt Jefe, because he finally did what none of these other podcasters seem to have the guts to do. He asked Porky directly about the whole CS2 back situation. And let me tell you, it's hilarious watching what happens after that. Because Porky does what he always does. Lies, deflects, and spins the conversation in another direction. This man is still out here lying with a straight face, even when the paperwork is public. So after you watch this, do yourself a favor. Go check that paperwork. Get familiar with it. That way, next time Porky tries to spin you with one of his classic stories, you can spin it right back on him and watch him fumble through a whole new lie. Let's get into it.
But now guess what happens?
I need gas money, but I don't get paid till next week. What should I do?
Don't even stress about it. Just download the...
Soon as something start going on with Ant Hood, and he the one getting the money, you know what the other side say? We gotta knock Ant down, he the bag. Guess what that Damu gonna do? Hey, Ant, them niggas running your name, cause get low. Up your security. He don't want nothing to happen to Ant. He making money with that. Yeah, this how this work. I done been on yards. Me and Youngster from 6 Deuce East Coast. Ran from 8-9 East Coast. Our relationships come from Scooter from neighborhood 40s. Our relationships come from them walking in the unit. Damus is deep. They bang, they set. Niggas say they got us one. I'm like, nah, homie. Nah, he back. Y'all gonna give him a one-on-one. Big Fish from 6-0 did it to me my first trip to the penitentiary as a pup. No mustache. Delano. I'm the only guy. He picked me up in Central Juvenile Hall on the Goose. I didn't even know who Fish was. Yeah. Everybody whoop saying where they from. Niggas like, we got us one. I jump up. Big Fish jumped up. He like, man, this nigga look like he old enough to be my son. He gonna claim. Nigga, give him a head up. Now, which one of y'all gonna get out with this swole youngster and risk going to the yard saying you got knocked out by a teenager? Ain't finna. He did that for me. Scooter, rest in peace, from neighborhood 40s, my dumbass homie is in their neighborhood. A broad that invited him to the party. He showed up with red house slippers, red belt, He ends up in the alley on his knees like this. They saw the tag. Scooter say, you from 2Ps? Yeah. You know Wack? Yeah. What's his real name? Cash Jones. All right, get up out of here. Tell Wack Scooter send his regards.
Yeah,
right? So where I come from, bro, like, my politics I'm always dealing with something here, there, and everywhere because that's what's gonna keep you alive or keep you up.
Sure.
So that's why you have the badge. Now it makes sense.
No, but this badge right here is, I want to get a bet, man. I just want to get it because y'all can expose Wack. $5,000. We put the badge, I open it up live on No Jumper, and you might be the one to expose Wack.
So let me. So I kind of want to ask a question. It's kind of like off topic, right? Because I want to ask this question because I be getting a lot of, which I don't really care, but I'ma still ask it because I be getting a lot of backlash. People in my comments, people coming to my Instagram channel, they be searching far and wide to tell me that I'm compromised. One, because I'm on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Sitting across from Adam, and then they be trying to say I'm compromised because I'm sitting next to an informant. So, I mean, because I did an interview with an informant. They be trying to say you an informant.
But okay, well, listen.
Ant just told Porky that he's been catching heat because people are saying he's sitting next to an informant. And yes, he...
All right, so real brief before we get back into this content. So that was last week at No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? I had ran into Wack. I wasn't expecting Wack to be there, but being that we was on the subject of the police badge and just, you know, informants, snitches, and rats in general, I know for months, like I said, people have been coming searching far and wide and tell me, oh, and Jefe, I mess with you, but I'm telling you, you gotta watch him. You messing with a CI. You messing with a snitch. People been coming to tell me, oh, and Jefe, I can't mess with you no more. I'm subscribing from you, man. You compromised. Oh, and Jefe, I can't believe you sat down with Wack. So, not even just for the consumer's consumption, let's address this. Because when I first covered this CS2 back situation, it was off, I think, Active Chuck's YouTube channel. I had covered it, and you know, from there Wack came out, said the little bozo thing. You know, I said what I said. That led to a phone conversation between me and him. That led to him telling me I could cut a No Jumper and question him and ask him about anything on camera that I got a problem with him doing. And that's what in fact happened. So, like I said, since then, a lot of people are coming out, oh man, I'm telling you, bro, you can't let him lie to you. He CS back to this and that. People who are not law enforcement, people who are civilians, people who hate Wack, people who beef for Wack, but searching far, low, and high to get this put me. Some of my people. And like I keep telling everybody, this could in fact be true. Again, I can read it and still do not know this to be true because I wasn't compromised. I was not there. I am not the police. I was not nobody on this case. Now, what I will point out and say is that Scandalous Los Angeles is correct when he said that Wack lied and said that the little Main Street thing about this how I'm not CS2 back. His reasoning behind him not being CS2 back because of the Main Streets are not getting hurt. It didn't say that in the paperwork. It didn't say that. So you got that. Still, again, what I'm not understanding, let's get back into the content.
To how Porky responds to that. Because instead of clearing the air and shutting it down with facts, Porky, in classical fashion, completely deflects the topic to Rick Ross. This is classic pork loinin right here.
But okay, well listen, I called Rick Ross. I told Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky, use an informant. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
He told me to go get the paperwork.
For sure.
I went and got to work. I sent him to work. I got to work. I put the work up. This is it.
So you wasn't cool with Rick the last
Yeah,
time?
we was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's crazy. we was doing something on Big Meech on my StreamYard, I think. So after we was running it, this was crazy. Loose Cannon says, Freeway Rick a snitch too. I say, man, that nigga told on the police. I don't care about that. If you Google right now, Freeway Rick snitch on police, it'll pop up, wack100 defends Freeway Rick on this, right? He said, no, Ohio, New York, the plug was in Miami. He sends it. So when he sent it, I read it. It's on my YouTube channel right now, right? Yeah. So that's why it was funny the other day.
When Vlad called.
No, this is funny the other day when Loose Cannon calls Freeway Rick. Man, I heard what he trying to do to you. You the that sent the work. We never even knew about it. So now I had to get with the exposers, tell them go search Ohio, pull the work and send it. And they sent it. I sent it to bro, because I seen bro run his clip. Bro was taking the stand that I took. But like, the police, we don't care about that. Yeah. I didn't care about that, right? I don't care about dead bodies. I die and you go to jail. And you can use me to get out of jail, put it on me. I'm gone. Something to say, that's telling. You told on the dead body. No, go on home. I'm gone. They can't charge me, right? So I sent it to him. This ain't the police you telling on. These is drug connects in New York and Ohio and Miami, shit like that. I fuck with Freeway. I said, bro, I didn't dig into it because I didn't really want to. Every now and then I do some bitch ass nigga shit. Every now and then I do some bitch ass nigga shit. Every now and then I do some bitch ass nigga shit. I selected politics. I selected politics. I do. And if you ask me, I'm gonna tell y'all that.
It looks like Porky just threw Love's Boys under the bus. Again. Now remember, Love's Boys has been swearing up and down that they don't selective politic.
And all this selective politic niggas is doing, that causes division. Division causes weaknesses. Everybody is doing their own thing because niggas selective politic, bro. Niggas are saying this is cool, saying this ain't cool. That causes division. I'm not bending my rules, nigga. I'm gonna stand on my business.
That's been their whole stance from the jump. We expose everybody. But now Porky just admitted that he does selective politic. He chooses who to expose and who to protect. So while they're out here calling themselves exposers, Porky just revealed that if he likes you, your paperwork doesn't see the light of day. This is exactly why I've been saying. His job is to tear down specific people. People who are building something, who have momentum, who might actually be doing something positive. That's who he targets. And now he said it himself. He's selective. He picks and chooses. And in doing that, he just threw Love's Boy's whole narrative in the trash right under the bus. Don't forget, this was Porky's response to Ant, telling him that people are saying he's sitting next to an informant, referring to Porky himself. Porky has not addressed that at all. Gifted the conversation.
You know, if I fuck with you, I'll fuck with you. You know,
I do some bitch ass nigga.
You know, I'm just some real shit.
So who the fuck put this? So my question is.
So Porky tried to duck the question, but Ant wasn't letting him slide. He didn't let Porky weasel his way out. Porky was clearly trying to run, trying to change the subject, deflect, do what he always does. But Ant brought him right back to the beginning.
Who put this, like, the shit they keep attacking me about?
It's the main streets. It's the main streets. It's the main streets.
So now Porky's basically letting it be known. He knew exactly what Ant was talking about the whole time. This is CS2 back's kryptonite right here. He never wants to touch this topic. He hates it. But this moment right here proves he knew what the question was about. The whole time. And instead of answering it, what did he do? Deflects to Rick Ross.
The CS2 back shit.
Now listen, if you read have you read the work? Have you read the work? Have you read the work? The work said, whoever this dude is, he's a low-level drug dealer, and he's in fear that his family members in the main streets will
pre-cut fruit and tasty juice. Dole Fruit Bowl snacks. Fruit your way.
be hurt. Okay, for the record.
Porky's been speaking for about 30 seconds. And in that 30 seconds, he's lied twice about both of the things he just said, the paperwork said. Lie number 1. He said the paperwork claims CS2 back was a low-level drug dealer. False. Lie number 2. He said the paperwork claims CS2 back was afraid for his family's life in the main streets.
All right, what I want to say about this picking and choosing thing, what I've been coming to see with this picking and choosing narrative is that at some point in time in life, you're going to have to cross some type of barrier that you placed in front of yourself, either a hurdle it. Now, picking and choosing, when it comes to that, and this gangbanging space, you're supposed to keep it black, white, no gray area. Black, white, no gray area. If you know, you know. I'm going to just say that. Now, what I'm not about to allow for me, and I'm pretty sure for any other member, can't no civilian judge me accordingly in no way. Unless you sitting on that panel in that courtroom as a judge, a DA, the jury. That's it. As far as a podcast, podcasters, anything like that, these dudes say anything they want to say out their mouth. I heard a lot of these dudes talking to whack in the past. I heard a lot of these dudes was whack friend in the past. Somehow, some way, somewhere down the line, these dudes fall out and dudes got an excuse. Oh, well, that's before I know this. Oh, I was only dealing with him before this. Now, like I said, Wack definitely did put the spin on me. I can't even say put the spin on me, but he lied or didn't remember in him saying that CS2 back, his reasoning in giving CS2 back, the main street little narrative. The Scandalous Los Angeles page, they breaking it down right here as far as what the paperwork say. Now, what I want to say, like I've been saying, let's go with the narrative he is CS2 back. The only way that people are saying and know that this man is allegedly CS2 back is because Mark Stevenson, supposedly. That's where y'all say it came from. Now, I guess Mark Stevenson was a part of the case. Mark Stevenson, if he was a part of the case and he feel righteously that he know that this is wack100 and he dealt with wack100, that's Mark Stevenson business. Y'all don't see Mark Stevenson's trying to unalive Wack or do nothing. He just put it out there to the public that he think and he's saying it's Wack for other people to do his dirty work. Mark Stevenson is a civilian, if I'm speaking correctly. So, what I'm saying is, it is Wack word against Mark Stevenson word. The only people would know is the people like Stutterbox, the Mark Stevensons, rest in peace, Dale Dog, and whoever else was on the case that had to deal with that sector and that part of the case. Now, something I did heard and what I would like to see, if you could show Scandalous Los Angeles, is that you said that in the paperwork, it said that the CS2 stayed across the street from Stutterbox. Now, that is crazy for them to even say that, because you basically give it's not confidential no more. If you say they saying that a CS stay across the street from Stutterbox, it's not confidential no more. You basically gave the source up, because who's to know how many people on this case or how many people that's going to see this know the CS2 or know that a person stay across the street from Stutterbox, which Wack have said numerous of times that he stayed across the street from Stutterbox. I didn't see that in the paperwork. I didn't even read all the paperwork. What I did read is along the lines that Scandalous Los Angeles is putting out here. But we about to get into the last bit of this clip, and you already know it's the halfway, the half effect. We're going to commentate.
A word about CS2 back being any kind of drug dealer whatsoever. That's a complete lie. The paperwork also never says a word about CS2 back's family living in the main streets. I wasn't gonna do it, but let's read it together. I want to make sure you guys see how much of a liar Porky is. After we read this, ask yourself, why is Porky lying about what the paperwork says about CS2 back? CS2 has provided reliable historical information concerning the MSMC organization. However, CS2 is only aware of certain aspects regarding the organization's criminal activities and narcotic distribution network. CS2 has no knowledge or information regarding the methods in which narcotics are being transported to the Los Angeles area and distributed to MSMC gang members. Additionally, CS2 is unable to provide information regarding the narcotic customers, flow of narcotics, proceeds, and methods that they are using to laundering their narcotic proceeds. CS2 is only able to identify a limited number of MSMC gang members. CS2 is unable to provide specific information regarding the organization's extortion activities, methods of monetary collections, and distribution of proceeds. CS2 is also unable to provide any information regarding the MSMC association with other leader of the other large gang organizations. CS2 is able to provide limited information regarding violent assaults committed by the MSMC, including shootings, burglaries, and murders. CS2 is unwilling to testify in court against members of MSMC because CS2 is fearful of retaliation against CS2 and/or CS2's family. CS2 believes that if any member of the MSMC criminal organization becomes aware of CS2's cooperation with law enforcement, the organization will likely orchestrate the execution of CS2. So again, ask yourselves, why is Porky lying about CS2's role in all this? You just saw the paperwork. It never said a word about CS2 selling drugs. So why does Porky keep pushing that false narrative? The document clearly says nothing about CS2's family being in the main streets either. It says CS2 doesn't want to testify because he believes the main streets will organize his execution if they find out he's cooperating. That's his fear. And don't forget, CS2 back lives directly across the street from Stutterbox, who is a known Main Street Mafia crip. So while CS2 back keeps lying, understand he's doing it for a reason. He's doing it because he knows this is about him. Now that you've seen what the paperwork really says, the next time he shows up trying to spin it, don't let him slide. You've seen the truth with your own eyes.
I've stepped foot in a lot of hoods. I have never been on the ground with my feet in the main streets. I've driven through, right? But I've never been, I know a bunch of them.
That is what a cop would say.
When I go to the east side, I already flashed the back. I came in and put everybody on the wall. You're too late. Now, we taking a $5,000 bet.
Porky keeps running his mouth about that $5,000 bet. Next time you see him, flip it on him. Tell him this. I've got a $100,000 bet that you can't show anywhere in that paperwork where it says CS2 back was a low-level drug dealer, or any kind of drug dealer, period. Let's see if he takes that bet. Spoiler, he won't.
And to Scandalous Los Angeles, let me explain this to you. I don't have a question whatsoever. I don't have a problem whatsoever asking him that question, asking him why did he tell me the Main Street narrative and the drug narrative and the paperwork say something else, being that I had ever read the paperwork. I don't have a problem with that. Again, it still stands as I've been saying, and as I still stand, solid as ever. Ain't told on nobody, ain't a CS to nobody case, ain't a CI on nobody case. Don't frequent with no known snitches. Don't frequent with known CS or CIs. Now, just because you played this in front of me and say, oh, you seen this with your own eyes and now you know the truth, it's still a narrative for me because I'm not a part of the case. I'm not Mark Stevenson's. I'm not the one that did the compromising, and I'm not the police. This is something that was placed out there. That's just like if I come out here today and I read, hey, yeah, man, on such and such date, man, CS Wooty Woo said he pulled up at the laundromat and he did a controlled buy with jefe. You know what I'm saying? He bought 2 ounces. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Then double back an hour later and this and that. Then he furthermore is giving information on this. I know in my mind who the hell this is. I'm the person that dealt with this person. I can tell you this person is a CI. But I still have to handle that business because I know that he's a CI. Not you. Now, as far as you gangbangers, or you gangbang analytic, or you gangbang people that like to analyze the gang members and stuff like that, the tough civilians, oh yeah, you picking and choosing type people. Let me tell you something. In gangbanging, it's supposed to be this unwritten rule. These rules are unwritten, laws are omerta, exterminate snitches. Every hood around the world that has a gang, has a snitch, has an informant, and somebody know about it, and somebody calling themselves solid didn't do anything about it. Let's just keep it real. Now, here's what I'm here to tell you. With all this being said, y'all keep trying to make it seem like I try to take up for Wack. I never came on record and said that Wack wasn't a snitch. I never came on record that said Wack wasn't a CI. I never came on record and said Wack was not a CS. I said I don't know. And being that I don't know, and there's not nothing in fine black and white with his name, I cannot be held accountable on any yard for any actions with this dude. First, you guys paint the narrative, oh, I'm an exposer. Oh, he recruited you, next you exposer. Why I'm not exposing yet? Why I'm not on the exposers channels? What's the other channel Wack got that everybody be going to? It's like another like big media outlet. How come I'm not on none of these media outlets? My meeting and sit down was with Wack was to ask him questions about my elder, Monster Cody, and some of the controversy things he be saying. Yeah, I've been hearing the rat, the snitch narratives, and all that, but I have not seen no black and white. So therefore, you cannot exterminate me and tell me, oh, you lie with a rat, you die with a rat, or you compromise, you sitting with a rat. No, it's nothing on black and white. Y'all got black and white with the CS situation, but still that CS situation is just a confidential source. It does not say Cash Jones. Again, so he's saying it's not him. Somebody else is saying it is him. And everybody else that's hating and everybody else that's dislike him or got a problem with him are running with that narrative because of the dislike or the enemy state of mind. So let's just keep that real right there. That's all I'm saying. I never try to debunk nothing for nobody. I stand for Jefe and what Jefe stand on. I know what I ain't did, and I know what I ain't going for. And with that being said, I'm going to conclude that right there. It's your boy, Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. And press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Me and you ain't got no motherfucking beef, nigga. Stop telling motherfuckers me and you got beef, because we don't. I just don't fuck with your bitch ass.